exam. In this part, you have three parts. And can I see your identification card, please? So, thank you. Exactly. Thank you. So, first question is more about yourself in the first part. And the first question is, where do you usually watch TV programs?
Probably Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I just watch Netflix because it doesn't have any ads. Everything runs very smoothly, and it's all in HD.
Okay. What's your favorite TV program?
It's probably have to be Narcos. It's a show about the Colombian drug dealer Pablo Escobar, and I really enjoy crime shows that are based in modern history.
Why?
Because it's very interesting to learn about it. Just criminal-based shows are very interesting.
Okay. Are there any programs you don't like watching?
Oh, I really dislike, and I like to use a strong word, despise these teen drama type of TV shows. Like, there's one on Netflix right now that I really don't like. It's called Riverdale, and it's just appalling. It's very shallow and superficial, and the emotions are very exaggerated.
Okay.
It's just a bore.
Do you think you will watch TV or favorite TV programs in the future?
Probably more, honestly, because I get bored very often, and Narcos just got renewed for a fourth season. And as long as I keep extending my Netflix account, I think I'll be watching many more TV shows to come.
Okay, thank you. This is the end of the part 1. And for part 2, I will give you some topic. This is your topic.
Yep.
And you have 1 minute to prepare, 2 minutes to talk. And this is your paper. And this is your pencil.
Okay.
And you can write something if you want. Get started, and your time start now.
Okay, so I would actually have to say this person is two people actually, and they would be my parents, my mother and father. And the kind of work they do is kind of importing brand names and actual official brands with license to resell to retail in Mongolia and create a sort of a division-based, branch-based company. And they have their own larger company that runs through all these different subsidiaries. And yeah, and the reason I think, and my parents have explained to me that they wanted to start this business is because they wanted to leave something for us, for me, my sister, my brother, my family, my niece, my nephew, all those people. And they wanted us to carry on their legacy and maybe even create some sort of become an international mogul in some kind of business. And I really like this kind of work, retail, just business, and I'm planning on getting a marketing degree in university and getting a master's so I can continue this sort of business. And I would really like to do this kind of business as my parents, and I feel like I am confident that they would want me to take over their company and carry on the mantle. Because my mother and father started the business relatively late. It was only about less than 10 years ago, and I feel like it's come to the point of their life where they can't continue it as well because time never stops. Time is very important, and they are reaching an age where it's very hard for them to carry on this kind of stress. And if I start on early, I feel like I can develop and grow and flourish the company into something that might be on the Fortune 500 list one day, and I'm very confident in that. And I'm very grateful for my parents to provide opportunities for me like this.
Okay, so let's move on to part 3, and in this part I will ask more discussion topics. And so first question is, what kinds of jobs do young people now want to do in your country?
Most likely labor, but labor is probably labor-based jobs, like street cleaning, construction, something dangerous or something that has long hours and very dirty. But I mean, that's kind of funny because labor-based jobs are probably despised or just not liked as much or preferred in any other country, but that's just the main disliked or not wanted job in our country.
Okay, who is the best at advertising young people about choosing a job, teachers or parents?
I have to go with teachers on this one because teachers can assess their students' abilities well, and they can give them unbiased advice, whereas parents might want to force what they want to do on their children. They want the children might want to become something else, but the parents might want them to become an engineer or a doctor or something. Whereas a teacher doesn't have any sort of bias like this.
Okay. Is money always the most important thing when you're choosing a job?
Money, it's not always the most important, although it is a very detrimental factor. It's not very important because there might be health risks or a job that you might not be happy with or you feel morally obligated to not do, and you might be very soul-sucking and it could cause depression, or if you work in a dangerous job like a nuclear power plant but it has very good pay, you might have family and you don't want any sort of danger like that. You might want to switch to a lesser paying but more safe job.
Okay, thank you. This is the end of the speaking part.
The IELTS test just now, in my opinion, wasn't as hard as I expected to do, but they definitely threw a curveball at me when they asked the 2-minute limit question, or at least 2-minute question, because I had to kind of go on a tangent and kind of improvise on my way there. And I had to draw it out a little long, but I think it worked out pretty well. I'm pretty confident I can get an 8 or at least a 7.5. An advice would probably be prepared for the sort of discussion type of question, the one where they asked about what my businesses did anyone start, and think of an idea or think of a person who does this, who did this before, and whether you want to do it. Just be prepared for this kind of thing. It's a lot of curveballs. Okay. Thank you.